G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up.
Tonight, from YNGMB Stadium in Pittsburgh, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's YNGMB Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes.
How do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. Throwing to start the drive. Man. He finds his man complete. It's Ramsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down. So they got the deal done, and now he can just focus on football. He's got that behind him. Family not going anywhere, staying put. He can focus on football.
And I like how you mentioned the family, because that's a huge part of it, because everyone needs to be happy and comfortable. And, you know, while this process was going on, people had to be wondering, especially within his own crew, are we going to have to move? Are we going to have to change things? Not anymore. They get to stay where they're comfortable and familiar.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Ramsey. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Terry Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Starts the drive on the ground. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. But look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 18 carries, 75 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 18. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Ramsey on the move past the 40. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Man. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off play action. Man, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second quarter now, Falcon football. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Looking to throw on second down. Man, trying to lay one up deep. And it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The Falcons at 14-1 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl front runners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, man. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. A great effort there. 61 yards. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time, and the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake. Man. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And quickly, they get to the line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Koo knocks this one through the... So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice. A few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Haynes, complete. It's Johnson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down. Haynes. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Throwing on 1st down. Man. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Man. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And it's It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, where you see the final score there. Deshaun Watson, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, it's a short trip in the Sunshine State down to Miami, as the Dolphins are at home as well. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown catch in the victory. And then one more to highlight, Monday Night Football. As folks, you'll see a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table. I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He's going to try and take off with it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On 3rd down, Haynes. That's good. Now the ball comes loose. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple, and that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On 1st and 10,
Haynes, he gets it to Burks again.
and that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Operating from the gun,
Haynes, he's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. On the ground, it's Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Back to throw again. Flushed out right.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And he is going to have the Steelers first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on second down. Haynes. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on third down. Haynes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Arnold Ebiketie, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool from 17 yards out. And the Steelers are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try and throw for it. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They run again on first down. Cook.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Richards. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year.
As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
On first down, Haynes throwing the out route and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on first down. Man. This is caught by Tate. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back to throw. Man. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You're
handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Atlanta.
We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's finest. Her and her friends. Big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gonna give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more changes. Time for her friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans. Yeah.
this. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shot for. Can't trust him cause he not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest since I've been serving lessons. Days of my adolescence on the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all, not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Cubone staying with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They took the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Now turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we hold the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore. From Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together, now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Now turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in the state with my soldiers. I pull up and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Burn the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow they mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. That's me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sakai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's Jay Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way and man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when it can be chain birth most of chains in the game? Why would I?
My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodshot cause I see this industry is filled with shit. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the ghouls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the fox. My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't check no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see false idols, other titles, you need to grow.
Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action, it's Fields. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. First carry now for David Montgomery. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Fields. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you... would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you got to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here's Cook again. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try the middle with Cook. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. The Falcons had 15-1 on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Handoff comes to Cook. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Looking to throw. Man. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 18-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
On 4th down, man, he'll buy some time right. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, man, dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Lorenzo Carter charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. These two teams all tied after 1.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. James Cook running back out now.
Now, looky there. He's getting close to 1,000. I'm sure he knows where he stands. I bet if the offensive line didn't know, he made sure they knew. I'm closing in, guys. Final week of the season.
You know who really informed the offensive line? The offensive line coach.
Okay.
Because it's a big deal for his unit as well to be able to say, hey, we escorted guys to 1,000 yards or more in a season, just like blocking for a 3,000-yard or 4,000-yard passer. So it's a lot of pride on the line, and his pride is paramount because he wants to be able to join that pantheon of guys that in the NFL ran for 1,000 yards or more in a season.
Pride on the line. I see what you did there.
You like that?
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
54 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
They run it again with Cook.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A give. This is Cook.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Now a give right side. It's Richards. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Off the bootleg. Man sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 19 yards away.
And the Falcons have moved out in front.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Fields.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And taken right on the 30.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
James Cook running back out now.
So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in that huddle and said, A lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Ramsey. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll run with Cook, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. James Cook with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Fields throwing again. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Lions who are out in front as they play the second quarter. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a touchdown reception. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And at the half, they are down to the visiting Dolphins in that one. Tua Tagovailoa with a touchdown throw. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Bryan Edwards, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Man, that's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. Back to throw. Man. He finds his man, complete. It's Ramsey. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Cook going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Again, it's Cook, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. James Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Off play action, Fields. And
And this is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now Fields. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Steps away. Commit. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Montgomery will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You blocked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. James Cook running back out now. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays, nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing, but credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, man. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Cook is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the
the 2-yard line. And they'll run again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
On 4th down. Man, buying time to his... And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Fields got his man complete over the middle. That's Montgomery. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. And that's on the guard, Cody Ford. Here's Fields now on 2nd down. Able to find Kmet. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. From the gun, here's Fields. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. He's got Mooney. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Here's Fields. And this is going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
Escaping the pressure right.
Fields hit, and the ball is loose.
And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, man.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
James Cook with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Falcons have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Fields on 1st down.
Eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
They go play action here on first down. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Up the middle, it's Cook. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. They try again with Cook. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Falcons, they finish off one of the best regular seasons of all time, 16-1, their final record.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl.
Like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read it, nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone and get it going, Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, nah, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in a car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to. It's a party when I come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, like shit, wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like my business real, knows it like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now, cool.